Well, we've finally done it, guys. After a week of Guardians of the Rift, I've finally been able to afford the entire runecrafting skilling outfit. I'm extremely excited to test this out because it will have a huge impact wherever you craft runes. As many of you know, the runecrafting meta has shifted a lot recently thanks to the new Guardians of the Rift update. And I've already tested out some of the higher experience rate methods such as lava runes, mud runes, stuff like that. But I'm really excited to test out the raiments of the eye because, well, that gives you 60% more runes wherever you wear it, which is huge and will greatly increase the profitability of runecrafting, so much so that I think it's pretty safe to say it's the most profitable skill once again. So anyway, let's go ahead and test it out. Oh, what? Okay, we got the dye already. That's actually really rare because I think they're 1 in 1200. I was so focused on the pearls I didn't even notice that, but we got the Abyssal Green Dye pretty early on. We can't even use it yet. We're just trying to afford a piece of the skeleton outfit. I think we still need some more pearls, but well, we got a recolor. Okay, so we can finally afford a piece of the raiments of the eye. We're gonna go for the boots first. Just makes sense. It's the cheapest one by far, and it provides the exact same bonuses as the other ones. The least stylish for sure, but it makes sense to buy first. Now essentially what I've been doing is around an hour of Guardians of the Rift, and then I open up all my points. Usually I get around 50 Abyssal Pearls, but if you get kind of lucky like I am here, we can get up to 75, sometimes 100, or on the flip side, occasionally 0, so it's kind of hit and miss. Part of the fun of it, and maybe part of the frustration for some people. Okay, so we are now able to afford another piece. Now personally what I'm doing is I'm going from the bottom to the top, so we're going to buy the boots, then we're going to buy the bottoms, then we're going to buy the top, and then we're going to buy the hat. But anyway, now that we have a dyeable piece of the robe set, we're actually going to go ahead and exchange our dye for a different color one, because you can actually do that. We're going to exchange it for the red dye because I personally think the red one looks awesome. And because you can exchange the dye, it essentially means that roughly within 1200 openings of the Reward Guardian, you should be able to have the entire set dyed. But for now, we just have the one, so we're going to use it on the robe bottom, I guess. Looks pretty damn nice. Pretty excited to get rid of this rock armor though. It looks atrocious in my opinion. Alright, so after another couple days of doing Guardians of the Rift, we now finally have enough for another piece of the robe set. We're going to go for the robe top. We're saving the most expensive one for last, but, well, I still think this is the best way to do it personally. Okay, that looks so much better. The rock armor is just so beefcake, I don't understand why it looks like that. But we are now 3/4 of the way done the skilling outfit. Okay, so today is the update day, and they actually reduced the cost of the skilling outfit in the shop. And thanks to that, they actually refunded me about 150 Abyssal Pearls, which is great. That means we are so close to finishing off the set. We actually only need another 150 now to afford the entire set, which means we're pretty much there. Oh my god, we are so lucky here. I was so focused on the pearls, but we got the pet. We got the fucking triangle boy, hell yeah. Non-ironically, I was so hoping that we would get this pet. Look at him, he's so cute. We have no idea what the rarity of this is yet, but I mean, I gotta say, I must be lucky. But yeah, look at him, oh my god. He's so cool. So assuming we don't get too unlucky here, I think we are done with the outfit, which means we're essentially pretty much done with Guardians of the Rift. I mean, we have the giant pouch, we're gonna have the entire raiments of the eye outfit, we got the pet. Honestly, the only thing we're missing here is the Abyssal Lantern, which at this point doesn't really matter if I get it. Kind of if I continue doing more Guardians of the Rift, but it's not useful outside of the minigame at all. Okay, so we got 91 Abyssal Pearls, that should be more than enough. Oh my god, never mind. I got super lucky there, I thought I had way more in the bank. Ah. Man, there's just stuff happening all over the place. Tarnished Locket, what is that even? Okay, we'll figure that out in a minute, but there we are. Finally, we are done with the entire skilling outfit. Took me about a week in total and probably close to 25 or 30 hours to get the whole thing, so it is a fair bit of a grind, but I think it's worth it. For one, it's the ultimate fashionscape, so cool, and it has a really powerful effect as well. Now, how long did it take me to obtain the outfit? Well, I want to say about 30 hours or 133 games of Guardians of the Rift, or around 520 searches of the Reward Guardian. I think I got a bit lucky on pearls also. I mean, just straight up, I think I got lucky on everything except for the lantern. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And finally, here are all the runes I crafted on my journey to getting the Raiments of the Eye. About 17 mil in runes, not all of that is profit. We did use a blood essence, but you know, probably a solid 15 mil profit, which isn't bad. Okay, so now that we were able to finally afford the entire Raiments of the Eye skilling outfit, I think it's about time we tested out at some money-making methods, because that is primarily what it is going to help with, because it provides 60% more runes, but it doesn't provide more experience. Now, the first place I'm going to try it at is Astral Runes. This, I think, is going to be one of the most profitable runecrafting training methods I have access to. Currently, we're level 87 runecrafting, which means I don't quite have access to double natures or double death runes. That said, I think those are worse than double astrals anyway, currently. The only thing I think is better right now is crafting wrath runes, which is, I think, potentially up to 4 mil per hour. Absolutely insane, and we'll explain kind of how that works in a minute. Okay, so I thought I'd take a minute to show you how I'm setting up for runecrafting, because there's quite a few different settings I've enabled to make this a lot easier. So let's head over to the bank first. Okay, so to begin with here, what I have equipped is my full skilling outfit, 2 pieces of graceful because, well, weight reducing equipment is nice. The ring of endurance, although that's kind of optional, I don't think it's that useful at Astral runecrafting in particular. And we have a dust battle staff. In our inventory, we have a rune pouch with Astral Runes, Law Runes, and Cosmic Runes. This will allow us to cast both the Moon Clan teleport, which is required for Astral runecrafting, as well as the NPC contact spell. Thanks to the Dust Battle Staff, that works for both of them. In our inventory, we have the Colossal Pouch, although if you don't have that, just bring as many pouches as you can. And we have the Crafting Cape. But there's a few other things we're going to do as well. Firstly, we're going to come over here to our inventory sign, hit Shift and right click it and go Configure Left Click. From this, we want to make the teleport option on the Crafting Cape the left click ability, just to make it a little bit easier. So now whenever we left click on our Crafting Cape, we're going to teleport right to the Crafting Guild, saving us a couple of clicks. From here, we want to make sure we withdraw our pouches, our teleport, which is a Crafting Cape, and a rune pouch. And we want to go ahead and make sure those don't have a placeholder either. Then we're going to come over here to the menu and fill our entire bank with placeholders. This will make it so that when we hit the deposit inventory button, the important things will remain in our inventory. Now finally here, the most important feature that RuneLite offers. So what you want to do is come over to the menu entry swapper plugin on RuneLite, and then go down here to bank deposit. From here, you want to switch it from deposit all to eat, wield, etc. It'll go to a different menu option. So what that allows us to do is come over here to the Pure Essence, withdraw all, shift click the Colossal Pouch to fill it, go back and just repeat that, and it's just so much quicker. So with that said, let's go ahead and try out some Astral Runes. Alright, so double Astral Runes actually went really well. Way easier than crafting lava runes, just way less click intensive, a lot more running time involved, so if you lose ticks here and there, it's not impacting your experience rates that much. Now there are a few factors that have made all runecrafting just much better. The biggest one I think is the Colossal Pouch, which is by far the best reward to get from the Guardians of the Rift if you're looking to increase your experience rate while runecrafting. It holds 10 more essence than all of the other 4 combined, while also taking the space of 1 slot, which means you actually get an additional 13 essence per run, kind of. On top of that, they've also removed the delay from crafting runes, which means you can craft the runes much quicker, and those two things combined have actually led to a notable increase in experience rates as well as money. For example, previous to the Guardians of the Rift update, on average you'd normally get around 33,000 experience per hour when crafting double Astral Runes. Post-update, well, we're looking at actually closer to 50k, which is actually a gigantic increase. And that's all just due to the Colossal Pouch and the delay removal. So right off the bat, we're getting like 40 or 50% more runes every hour just due to that, before we even factor in the new skilling outfit. So we're able to carry a substantial amount more pure essence every run, and thanks to the outfit, we're getting 60% more runes every time we craft runes at the altar. Every run, we're getting around 200 Astral Runes, which is massive because you can do a lot of runs per hour. So the experience rate I was getting is roughly around 50k per hour, which means with everything factored in, we're crafting around 18,000 Astral Runes per hour, which is absolutely insane. And that's bringing us in around 2.5 mil to 3 mil profit per hour, which is huge. Sure, there are some fairly notable requirements for this, and that is just such a substantial difference when you compare it to pre-Guardians of the Rift. Now, another place I definitely could see myself using this outfit, I mean, obviously I would use it everywhere, but another use case I think for me is going to come up soon, is simply crafting blood runes on Zaya, one of the most AFK ways to train runecrafting. Firstly, does the runecrafting outfit here work? Yes, it does, but with a caveat. It doesn't appear that the runecrafting outfit works for essence created with the blood essence. Those are kind of given on top after the fact. So it's not a true 60% increase here because some of the runes you are crafting simply are from the blood essence, which doesn't mean it's still not worth using, it's just not as big an increase as somewhere else. Now, one of the bigger questions I had with blood rune crafting on Zaya is, will it still work without the graceful set? And the answer is, it'll still work, but it is going to be a bit slower, as you do need to wear all 4 pieces of the outfit, and that means your graceful set effect is gone, as well as you're missing quite a few pieces for weight reducing purposes. So I did a few runs to begin with and realized I was running out of, well, run energy pretty quickly. So I decided to go ahead and buy a Ring of Endurance, because while I wasn't planning on bringing stamina potions, if you charge the Ring of Endurance up to 500 charges, it will automatically give you a natural 15% run reduction rate, which I thought might make a pretty big difference. Having tested it out with the Ring of Endurance, it does make a significant difference, but not to the degree where you will be running the entire time. Without Graceful, it does seem like you will have to spend a bit of time walking. Now, it's not that much with the Ring of Endurance, so overall, I don't believe your experience rates are going to be impacted very much here, but I was getting closer to maybe 35k per hour versus the 38 or 40k you would get with Graceful. Now, to help mitigate this, you could consider teleporting out and occasionally using a stamina potion and then teleporting back with either the home teleport every half an hour, or you could use the fairy ring code and run from there. Now, with all that said, the amount of blood runes I am crafting here per hour is roughly around 3,200, which is an increase of roughly 25 or 30%. Previous to this, you could craft usually around 2,400, 2,500 per hour. At the rates I was crafting at, I was making around 800 to 850k per hour in profit, which is up from where it was previously at around 600k, so it does make a difference. If you're going to be AFK in bloods all the way to 99, I would say it's definitely worth getting the runecrafting outfit for a 25% increase in profitability over the course of potentially hundreds of hours. I think it's definitely worth it. Now, the new skilling outfit is also incredibly powerful to use at the Abyss, mainly because, one, it's safe to use as long as you don't go past level 20 Wilderness. As long as you don't go past level 20 Wilderness, you will keep it on death, or at least it'll go to your gravestone, even if you have a PK skull. Or at least that's what the item kept on death interface is saying, and I'm going to take his word for it. So if you have access to double nature runes, you can earn about 2.4 mil per hour versus like 1.1 mil you'd get before, so that's a huge difference. Crafting double death runes and blood runes is also pretty similar, around 2.2 to 2.4 mil per hour. And finally, if you have access to 95 rune crafting, you can make wrath runes. Now you can make around 10,000 wrath runes per hour, profiting nearly 4 mil and giving you around 50,000 experience per hour as well. So wrath runes are insane right now because it's by far the most profitable skilling method in the game right now. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Go get the skilling outfit if you got the time. I think it's worth it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Now, before I go here, I want to give a giant thank you to all of my members over on YouTube. Thank you so much to Nello, Alejandra, The Hybrid, and Kush Patel for all being subscribed to the Dragon tier. Really, I appreciate it so much. Also, a giant thank you to Kaitin987, Mexos, Basetitch, MDM001, and YoYoSub89 for being subscribed to the Runite tier. Appreciate you guys as well. As always, if anyone's looking for a direct way to support me, YouTube membership is the best way to do so. You'll get immortalized in all of my future videos, you can get a custom role on my Discord server, and you'll even know when all my videos are coming out. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.